I'm Josh Rine, licensed professional counselor, and this is what happens after you react. Control the mental loop and stop overthinking. You already know what to do. That's not the problem. The problem is you don't do it when it matters. You've heard the concepts: pause, slow down, think differently. But then the moment hits and everything speeds up. Your tone changes, your thoughts narrow, your reactions take over. And afterward, you think, I knew better than that. Because under pressure, you don't rise to your knowledge. You fall to your patterns. Consistency is not tested when things are calm. It's tested when emotions are high. And that's where most people lose it. Pressure changes everything. When pressure increases, your brain shifts. It moves from thinking to reacting, from control to perfection, from awareness to speed. Because under pressure, your brain is not trying to be accurate. It's simply trying to be fast. This is why people say, I forgot everything in the moment. You didn't forget, you just didn't have access to it. Because high emotion narrows your thinking, it limits options, it reduces awareness, and pushes you towards whatever habit you have formed. Here's an example. You're in a conversation. Something hits a nerve and your body reacts. And before you realize it, you've already responded. Not intentionally, but automatically. Pressure doesn't create new behavior. It reveals your default behavior. Most people think consistency is trying harder in the moment, but it's not. Consistency is built before the moment, in how you think, in how you train, and how you repeat. If you only practice control when things are calm, you won't have access to it when things aren't. So let's look at this 3-point consistency model. Let's break it down a little bit. Layer 1 is the awareness. You have to recognize what's happening. You might say to yourself, this is pressure. Taking the time to name it slows it down. Layer 2, simplification. Under pressure, complexity fails. So don't try to do everything. Focus on one thing. Slowing down. That's it. And layer 3 is repetition. Consistency comes from repetition. It does not come from intentions. What you practice regularly will show up automatically. So some real application examples. You feel tension rise. Instead of trying to think perfectly, you simplify. You think to yourself, I need to slow it down. You pause, you breathe. You don't rush your response. And that changes everything. Common mistake people make. People try to perform under pressure instead of relying on what they've trained. In performance, it breaks down. But training holds under the pressure, which is why simplicity works. Because under pressure, you don't need more options. You actually need fewer. You need those options to be clear, repeatable, and reliable. And that controls the shift. Control under pressure is not doing more. It's doing less, better. Simple patterns survive pressure. Complex thinking does not. So let's connect this back to the series. Now everything begins to build, right? The loop moves towards awareness. Structure brings clarity. Questions move our direction. Closure allows us movement. Real time gives us application. And when we respond to pressure, we're building consistency. This is the full system. If you want to train this so it actually shows up when it matters, go to pauseandrespond.com. That's where you'll find the book and workbooks designed to help you build this skill over time. And I say it again. Awareness is fundamental, but it's not enough to bring about sustained change. There has to be an application piece to whatever program you choose to incorporate into your life, whether that be a diet, exercise, working on your emotional regulation. Training and reps build consistency and results. We can't be upset about the results we didn't get from the work we didn't do. Because control under pressure simply is trained, not expected. This is episode 12 of What Happens When You React. Control the mental loop and stop overthinking. If you're serious about gaining control, not just when it's easy, but when it matters, stay with the series. Because next we break down how to recover after you lose control and why that matters more than you think. Less reaction, more choices.